All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to night one of BB Disney. You guys made it. You guys are the 16 players who will be competing this season on Big Brother Disney. We're so happy you guys are here. Um, so we are just going to get started by going over some of the basics of BB Disney and also getting into the first head of household competition. So we're going to start. I have a little PowerPoint to show you guys that quickly illustrates everything, and it also goes over the twist for the season. So, yay, Disney. Things we're going to go over tonight. We're going to go over some of the basic BB Disney rules or traditions. The voting list that was mentioned in your welcome packet, we're going to go over that as well. I'm going to introduce the twist, and then we're going to have the group picking and first HOH competition. So, some of you guys have already asked about prod guest limit. The limit is 2, and no overlaps. So please ask before you add them. If you just want some people in your chat to cheer you on. And if you are not someone who is actively on Skype, we know this is not everyone's platform of choice. You can request that we ask the VL if you guys would like to have them join you. And if anyone wants to join, we will let you know and you can say yes or no. Prod being in alliance chats versus one-on-ones. Prod would love to be in all of your alliance chats. We would hate to be in all of your one-on-ones. We only care when it's a group of 3 or more. If you are having a super close final 2 with someone and you're having a lot of strategy talk, that's when we would love to be in your one-on-one. But if you're just saying good morning and good night to each other, I personally don't care. So just keep that in mind. But it is required that you do add prod to all groups of 3 or more. You all saw you were added to 2 chats, the house chat and the announcements chat. Blow the house chat up, talk in there all the time. Announcements chat, do not talk in there. That is for prods use only, so that way you guys can easily find messages and rules and announcements and such. Next thing we've recently added is participate the way you would in a normal Big Brother. This is an online format. We can only do so much to combat cheating, but if you wouldn't do it in normal Big Brother, don't do it here. Don't tape notes to the wall. Don't print out the entire cast photos and place them around your room. That's weird. So we're not going to tell you everything you can and cannot do. Just if you wouldn't do it in the normal Big Brother house, I probably wouldn't do it here. Respect for each other and host. Guys, this is an online game. We're not getting paid to do it, and you guys aren't going to get any money if you win. So with that in mind, breathe. It's okay. We make mistakes. Y'all make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. All we ask is for respect in that aspect. And lastly, I'm going to throw it over to Jill to talk about confessionals.
Thank you, Timmy. We love confessionals in the BB Disney house. And by we, I do mean we, but I mostly mean me because what do I have to do with my time other than talk to you guys? So, a lot of prod, we try our best to stay in the loop, but since we are not in you guys' one-on-ones, we don't really know a lot of the tea. Live DRs and live confessionals are promoted, are encouraged. Thank you. Live DRs and confessionals are encouraged. We also do VLDRs. So if you want to send a DR to the VL, just say VLDR, send a message, and we will forward it to the VL. Thank you. Kisses.
All right. Next thing I'm going to go over with you guys is the list that we talked about in your welcome packet. Essentially, by the end of the first competition, we will ask that all of you guys send in a trust list for this game. This list can be edited at any time and should reflect how you would nominate or vote at any given time. The purpose of this is if for some reason an emergency pops up and we don't collect a vote from you, we can use that list to make choices from there. It also gives prod an insight to how you see the rest of the cast. You don't need to update it weekly. We really just need it so that we do always have a vote from you in the event of any reason you couldn't make it to an eviction. So just an example of how the list should look, you'll number it 1 to 15. If you are John playing this game and Madison, Minor, Timmy, Michael, Julia, and Joe are left in the game, you will number us 1 to 6. So on this list here, you have Minor at number 1, meaning you were least likely to vote Minor out. And you have Julia at number 6, meaning you are most likely to vote Julia out of this game. Any questions on that? It's literally just a list of your trust. Pretty simple. Going into the twists will start in round 2. The twist this season is called the Storyteller, and here is how it works. For the first part of this game, you all as a cast will be in charge of choosing one person before the HOH even begins every round to be in a huge position of power. This position is the Storyteller, but you can only be the Storyteller one time. The best perk of being the Storyteller is you are immune for the round from being nominated or evicted. You also will not compete for head of household that round. The Storyteller will have two responsibilities every round. The first responsibility is they will choose 3 of the players who voted for them to be Storyteller to sit out of the head of household competition, meaning those 3 cannot win head of household. Number 2, they will get an automatic spot in the Power of Veto competition and also get to choose one of the house guests who will also be competing in the POV, meaning only 2 house guests will be selected by random draw instead of 3. But with great things come bad things. The Storyteller does not have a vote for the next Storyteller. And the Storyteller is doomed to be a 3rd nominee in the following round. The Storyteller does have 2 opportunities to break the curse and not be the 3rd nominee in the following round. The first opportunity is if in the round that they are currently the Storyteller, if they win the Power of Veto, they can use it to save one of the nominees or use it to break the curse of them going on the block in the following round. The second opportunity, if they win the head of household in the following round after they were the Storyteller, that will break the curse. That is it for the Storyteller. Do you guys have any questions, comments, concerns on how that twist works? Again, if you think of questions that aren't right now, you can ask in your prod chat and we will answer them in time. Perfect. Again, this is not starting round 1. It will start round 2. So it's not something we have to actively worry about in this exact moment. Now, lastly, we're going on to our head of household competition. I know not everyone is a fan of creative competition, so I can tell you this is our only creative comp. This is your first challenge, which is a music video. In 2 groups of 8, you'll be putting together a music video. You'll be judged based on creativity, performance, quality, and the overall score of your video. You can choose any Disney song that has not been done in the past, in which I will provide a list for you guys to see what songs have been done in the past. It can be Disney Channel, it can be Disney Parks, it can be Disney Movie, it can be someone covering a Disney song. It just needs to be Disney. I have the list right here. I'll send it to you guys later. Now, at this time, I'm going to go over one more thing. What is going to happen now? We are going to open up the breakout rooms that we have created. You guys will divide yourselves evenly into teams based on how many people are here. Do not consider the people who are not here. Once you've divided yourselves evenly amongst the people who are here, you will choose one representative, one from each group, to come back and divide up the players who didn't show up tonight. The HOH will be determined by the losing group will vote on who in the winning group they would like to see be the head of household. Please remember, as you guys are dividing into your 2 groups, to make sure that you have an editor, because it will be silly to have 8 people who nobody knows how to use a video program. I'm going to stop the recording and stop the live.